Welcome to the Cobra Breakdown. Justin Bowman here alongside head coach Tim Grew. Tim Grew, first off, I wanted to ask you, how'd you survive the weather last week? I mean, it was 100, 105, 110. What were you doing during that 4th of July weekend?
4th of July, the team all got together. We had a little big party at my house. Um, Drank a lot of beers, ate a lot of good food, have a pool, so we just all hung out together, stayed cool. The guys all bring their easy ups and everything. We just they sit in the shade and have a good time.
Of course. I mean, obviously going back to football, what a way to bounce back after that week one loss against Boston. I mean, how did the team feel with the adversity going into that week two matchup?
To be honest, going against the Bandits the first week, we knew they were going to be tough. I told the team I thought they were the best team in the country. I still kind of believe that. I actually don't think they were as better, 28 points or whatever it ended up being better than us. We shot ourselves in the foot a lot. We took the ball right down the field the first drive and then just had some false starts and died out. I think if we score that drive, it's probably a different game. So we were actually a little bit more disappointed than I thought we would be, because we actually thought we could have played better against the Bandits. And then going into that week two matchup, we didn't know anything about the Tarheels. We found out about the Tarheels when we got down there. It was like the Twilight Zone. So, they had guys showing up right before kickoff. Not one person put on a pad until kickoff happened. It was a very strange environment, and it took a while for us to adjust to it. But once we did, we got rolling.
Yeah, and obviously going back to the week one matchup, obviously it's not the result you want, but you sort of saw some bright spots, especially on that defense in the second half, the way they were able to respond and get turnovers for your offense. How is that able to translate into the second game, because you're looking for that positive momentum going into every game that you have this season?
Yeah, I think the defense. I challenged them at halftime. I told them I didn't think that team should have been putting up 28 in the first half or whatever they did. We came out. We played them 6-6 in the second half. That's actually more of what I thought the whole game would be, after it got going, and I really do believe it would have been if we had scored that first. And the momentum of the defense, they're a close group. They're a veteran group, so they all feed off each other. I wish they got a little bit more energized when they make big plays, but I guess they're kind of used to doing it. So they just come off the field like it's whatever. But I wish they would pick us up a little bit more than they do. But that's something we're working
I
on.
feel like it's another day at the office.
Yeah, that's what they like to do. They like to think that's another day. But I try to get on them, try to get them to show up a little bit more for us, get the offense engaged a little more, pump them up a little bit, energize the offense. Because the semi-pro football offense is the hardest thing to do. We practice once a week. To get the chemistry for offense is a lot harder than defense. So when we can feed off the defense, it helps us.
Yeah, and going into this matchup, obviously not this week, but next week against Troy City, what are going to be the main focuses that you focus on in practice?
Well, bye week practice here tonight. We'll see what we get for numbers. They're usually not that great for bye week practices, but our main focus is to just get a little bit more physical. The Titans are a big group, with some speedy guys as well. So, but we know they're going to bring it, and so we need to match that intensity and try to one up them on it too. So we got a couple things up our sleeves for them ready to go, and we're really excited about the matchup because they've been a little loud in the locker rooms and everything, saying that the title's already theirs. I got a couple of their players saying, "Come get this ring," and we plan to put a stop to that real quick.
Of course, especially those in-conference matchups are definitely more physical, more suspenseful when it comes to that. One of the last few questions, I mean, who has impressed you early on, whether it be in practice or in the games, that have really stood out that wasn't really on your radar going into the season?
Matthew Bowen. We had knew coming out he was going to be pretty good. First couple weeks of practice, I was like, I'm like, this kid might not be that great. Come out, he's just not a full go practice guy, but he's a baller. So come game day, he shows out, and that's been very good to see. And then Evan Sisnall, he was actually one of his teammates. We got him to come play offensive line late for us. He actually ended up being a captain because he showed up right away. Very intelligent player, very smart, and so he was another one. And then from the veteran group, two guys I think that are really coming back and doing a really good job. Marquise Rhodes, playing middle linebacker for us, has been an animal. He's been all over the place making plays. And Norm Burns' availability for multiple positions has really helped out. So, and he's actually in pretty good condition. So it's those are two of the big ones.
Yeah, of course. As always, a very pleasure to have you on.
Thank you very much for having me. Glad you did this.
Have fun in practice this week. And that'll do it for the Cobra Breakdown for this week of NFL football.